Good afternoon, followers from all over the parts of the YouTube world. It's been a while, a long while. Haven't really posted since last year, but I'm gonna get back into it, and there's a lot of stuff I need to update you guys on. So, first and foremost, sold the Subaru. I own an Audi now. I'm just kidding, I didn't sell the Subaru. If you guys remember, I doubt you do, but a few months, actually last year, early last year, probably around this time last year, I was actually involved in an accident in the front end. I'll put some pictures down below. Yeah, kind of unfortunate, but car's been at the body shop for a few weeks now, and I pretty much did a full overhaul on the vehicle. Actually ended up having the body shop, they replaced all the stuff that, insurance would cover, but then moving on from that, I actually ended up having them do a little bit extra work that I'm just kind of paying for on my own dime. And the car should be back actually tomorrow. So I hopefully can show you guys what it looks like, because I'm actually really excited. I got new headlights, couple odds and ends for it that I'm going to be putting on the vehicle, but that's a video for another time. I got the Mustang home. I got it home from the body shop, or not the body shop. There is a whole lot to unpack here. So first and foremost, I have taken a pretty big hiatus from YouTube. There's been so much going on behind the scenes that it just didn't really feel like I was in the mindset to actually record anything. So here we are, kind of backtracking a little bit. Drift Day 30 happened, and that's kind of when everything fell apart, if I'm being honest. The motor started doing some really weird crap, and it still isn't 100%. And then the Subaru stuff happened, and I kind of just said screw YouTube for a while. But we're back, and I have an ass load of content for you guys. And obviously it's all going to be past stuff, but the main thing is that I do have content recorded. I just never took the time to edit it or put it into video or anything. But today is a special day, because if you guys follow my Instagram, you probably already noticed. We got some long tubes. Yeah, I'm really excited to get these on the car today. So that's gonna be the basis of operations today, is get the long tubes on and see how she sounds. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop a sound clip from last night when I had it running. And this is what it currently sounds like. And now we're gonna put the long tubes on it and see how it sounds. I also bought that. It's a 3-inch H-pipe off of a 2018 GT that I'm gonna have it cut and splice in, because I did want to have 3-inch all the way back. But the main thing is I need to figure out what's going on with the car, because it's still kind of messed up. So we're gonna get it up on jack stands, take all the wheels off, check everything. I mean, this car needs a good once over, and that's kind of where I'm gonna start today. So I'm gonna get the car up on jack stands, and then we'll get some music playing, get the vibes going, and hopefully we can get these long tubes installed today. I'm hoping it shouldn't take that long. I've taken the K-member off more times than I can count. I just got to disconnect the suspension, drop everything, move it out of the way. So should be a pretty straightforward day. But as you guys know, working on cars, there's always something that happens. So let's get to it, boys and girls and YouTube Entertainment Center. All right, so I went ahead and got the vehicle jacked up. All four wheels are off, and coming to the rear of the vehicle, this is something that is a little concerning. See how much of a gap there is on this side of the shock? Now, I already took it off, but this rear shock was like literally resting against the back of the thing here, and looks like it got a little damage on it, a little mark on it, but it doesn't look like it is actually bent. But like, this is kind of where it was sitting. You can kind of gauge how close it was versus the other side. So I have a feeling either this lower arm or that upper arm, something's messed up. And I have a feeling it's this lower guy. But that's not the main concern today. Main concern is getting the long tubes on. So at least I got it up in the air. I got the hood off and on the roof already. I'm gonna take the intake off just so I have a little bit more room on this side. Obviously there's not much I can do with this side. And then we gotta get the, oh yeah, there's this too. So just replace this arm, or just replace this inner tie rod literally last season. I don't even know if, yeah, there you go. I don't even know if you guys can see how much that moves. Dude, like what the actual, like, oh, it's so frustrating. No wonder this thing drives like crap. And I found out that the inner hind joint's bent. So that doesn't help at all either. But we are getting these suckers on today, and it's gonna be loud. But we gotta get going. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the intake off on this side at least, and then we should be able to start disconnecting the suspension, because we gotta take the entire K-member out, and then I gotta get the cherry picker over here to support the crank. That way the engine doesn't go anywhere. And then, yeah, we should have all the room we need. Fingers crossed, right? Yeah. This is Adric, by the way. He's helping me out today. He's actually my neighbor. I've helped him with his truck for a few times this past couple weeks, but... child labor. Oh, you can't say that. And just like that, we are ready to drop the subframe. Power steering rack is disconnected and out of the way. Control arms and suspension is disconnected as well. And I got the jack under here to support the K-member. I just have those 4 bolts, which I already took these 2 out, but I got the 4 on the other side, and then should be able to lower the K-member while obviously keeping weight on the front of the engine, or keeping the engine supported. And then we should be able to lower the K-member down and get the exhaust off, and yeah, go from there. But this is kind of jerry-rigged, so yeah, just if you do this at home, please just make sure you got a good chain, make sure you have everything tight, make sure your lift and everything is working properly. That way you don't get yourself hurt. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and dive on into it. Update time. So, as you guys saw previously on the channel, this is the old exhaust that I welded up myself from the spare bits of that MagnaFlow. Still had pretty decent welds on it, you know, not too bad. Unfortunately, it looks like we're not gonna be able to use any of it because I forgot of how the H-pipe came down, kind of like that, you know, had that thing in it. So, yeah, looks like it's gonna be open headers, but looks like the only thing left to do is put them bad boys on. Hopefully they freaking fit. Yeah, I'm gonna lose my mind if they don't fit. So hoping, fingers crossed that they fit. Yeah, of course, there's always the one finger that rips. So like, yeah, I have one dirty ass finger now. Jeez, bro, get off again. Bro, look, what are you playing, dude?
Clash Royale, bro.
Bro's playing Clash Royale. Are you playing Clash Royale, dude?
Yeah, bro. Get on my level.
Get on your level, dude? Wow, my face is dirty. I did not realize that. Anyways, it's been like 8.5 hours. So you guys started, you know, you saw the whole start and everything. But yeah, so my Mustang has long tube headers now. They were a pain in the ass to install, and they're really shiny. I broke a transmission harness, something another. I don't know what it was, but it's broken. And I'm only able to run one O2 sensor right now. Thumbs up for that. But they are in the car. You can see them on both sides, kind of. Let me get you a better view down here. Yeah, look at them babies. Look at them babies. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, my one O2 sensor. The other one is literally pointing straight up. So like, great design, but whatever. So the last piece of the puzzle. Go ahead and connect the battery. And then I'm pretty sure it's ready to start. Is it? Yeah. All right, well, here's the moment of truth, guys. All righty. Ladies and gentlemen, the moment we've all been waiting for. Weighing in at drift car status. The Mustang GT that once again thought would never run again. I know what I forgot.
What?
I know what I forgot. Do you see that there's like maybe a tube missing on my throttle body?
It's like that episode of South Park and Carmen's a NASCAR driver.
Probably help if I, had all this shit plugged in properly and wasn't like vacuum leak city over here. And it would actually probably run normal, but I'm just a little boy. All right, let's try that again. All righty, take two. I have talked about having long tube headers on this car since I bought it. Now, yes, it came with long tube headers. So freaking what? The headers that were on it were like some old rusted pair that I was like, no, I'm not running those on my car. And I put these on today and baby, I think I might just... Yeah, I'm gonna let you finish that sentence. Anyways, moving on from that, the car feels and sounds like it's running way healthier. So I have a feeling that the driver's side cap might have been getting clogged. I don't know. The car sounds like it's running way healthier. I still feel like it might have a slight tick on the cylinder 7 side, the driver's side here, but it doesn't seem like it's misfiring. So... I don't know. Obviously, there's still some odds and ends to figure out. Like, my power steering rack is pissing fluid now. Fuck yeah. and I have a transmission leak. But it starts up. Mission accomplished. Mechanic. Anyways, there's a lot of stuff to catch up on. I have a lot of footage that I've recorded over the past six months probably. So we're going to be backtracking a lot, but if you guys enjoyed the video, I have a lot more past updates to the car that haven't been shared yet. So stay tuned. I got a lot of stuff coming and a lot of new stuff coming, like the headers, and yeah. So anyways, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and tune in next time because I have more stuff to share with you guys. So stay spoolin', my friends. Peace out. Woo!